Okay, we are learning how to draw vectors to scale. Here's a problem using a scale of 1 centimeter equals 12 newtons. Represent a force of 68 newtons east by drawing the appropriate vector. All right, I would encourage you to pause this and try to do this on your own. You, of course, need to have a centimeter ruler with you. And when you're ready, turn it back on, and we'll see how we do it. Okay, so what steps do we take here? The first thing is we have to know what direction east is, and typically on the page we use the standard north is toward the top of the page, east is to the right, weather vane type thing, and so we're going to be drawing our vectors to the right. The next thing is we need to know what length of our scaled vector we're going to draw. And so this step, I'm going to write down the 68 Newton force we want to represent. This is very much like converting units using the factor label method. I want to use this scale they've given me, 1 centimeter equals 12 newtons, to represent this force. And so basically I'm converting newtons into centimeters of scale for the diagram. So I'm going to do these same steps I've done for converting units, put the parentheses in a line. I then say, where do I put the units? Well, I want the newtons to cancel. They go in the bottom. I want to end up with centimeters. They go in the top. And then I put numbers in the front of each one as they appear in that conversion factor. 1 centimeter equals 12 newtons. Okay, I now do the math. I divide on my calculator 68 divided by 12. The newtons cancel out. And I get an answer of 5.6666. I'm going to write it as 5.7 centimeters. Okay, so the next thing I do is I need to get a centimeter ruler. I have one right here, and I'm going to point it east. So it's already been that's already been done. The ruler is pointing from west to east, and I'm going to draw a vector that is 5.7 centimeters long. And so I start at the 0, and I use the ruler, and I go out to 5.7, and I stop. That actually went to 5.8, but I'm allowed 1 millimeter. I'm actually allowed 2 millimeters of error. I remove the ruler. Notice that all I have is a line so far. And now I'm going to put the arrowhead on. And remember, when you put the arrowhead on, go to the very end of the vector and draw 2 lines straight back from the end of the vector. And that way you're not changing its length. And then if they ask you to label it, you can label it by saying this is a force of 68 newtons. That is that.